Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For the new people who don't know me, I am a teen crochet who owns a small business called Fuzzy Made Creations, and for everyone else, welcome back. I know I haven't posted in a while, but I've been very busy with school and stuff, but I do have market in 1 week, so we are going to be doing the market prep vlog because I have to do at least one. So this is actually going to be a packing for a trip vlog plus market prepping and a bunch of stuff. So this video is going to be filled with so much in the span of 1 week. So right now it is spring break for my school, so I don't have school for this week, and I'm going on a trip to Texas, and I am actually leaving tomorrow, so I still have to pack my carry-on bag, and I'm going to do all my last minute market prepping, which is basically everything because I have not been on top of market prepping and I've been falling behind a lot recently, so I am going to finish all my market prepping while I'm in Texas, and we're gonna do like a fly with me vlog type of thing and a pack with me. But before we start packing, I'm going to make it my priority today to finish all of my whips. I have a lot of whips that I've been just working on. So first of all, I'm almost done with these, but I have been working on my $5 section, and I'm making these little ducks with frog hats. They just look like this. So I'm making 5 of them. So I have 2 with dark green hats, and then I'm gonna have 3 with light green hats here. These aren't done. They don't have the eyes for the frog and they don't have the beaks, but these 2 are like finished, and I just have to close this one up, put the eyes on, and then do the rest of that. So I'm gonna do that, and then I have a lot more which I will show you. So as you can see, I have my whip tower here that I just uncovered from my little shelves over here. So starting with the first basket, this is all of my turtles that I was working on in my last video. So these are old whips and they're pretty much done. I sewed on all of the heads, so I just have to make all the accessories. So this is one of them. These are petals for the sunflower turtle, so I have to make petals for a daisy turtle. Then I have to make a strawberry top thing, but other than that, I don't really have to do anything. I do have one more turtle that doesn't have the shell on and it's not finished, but I don't have any yarn for that because my brown yarn ran out and I don't have any brown yarn left, and the Michaels that I have decided not to have the brown yarn in stock, and I don't want to pay for shipping. So we are going to wait until brown yarn is in stock to buy it. But yeah, that's what's in this first whip basket. Now, second whip basket, this is mostly my Nessies because I have 2 of them. I was supposed to finish them 2 days ago for my friend's birthday. That did not happen because I'm this far on both of them. I have like the head and the neck. So that will be a project that I want to finish this year. Because, yeah. But the actual whips in here, I have my Rainbow Dash, which is pretty much very close to being done. I have all the parts for it. I have the head, I have the body, and I also have the ears and stuff. I just need to make the hair and then sew it all together. And then in here, let's see, I have this random yarn in here, which I don't know what this is for, but oh, I found something else. I also have one singular wing for a baby dragon that I'm making. Have to finish that. But that's this whip basket. The third and final whip basket. This has a lot of stuff in it. First of all, I have my cats that I've been working on. I got these really cool glitter, what is it called? Glitter, got these really cool glitter, what are they called? sinker eyes. Okay, I got these really cool glitter sinker eyes that I've been using for my cats. I only have 4 of them. I wanted to make a lot more cats, but I don't think I'll have any time to make any more cats. But right now I have 4. I have a big and a little purple cat, and then I have a big and a little speckled cat with white spots. But these guys just need their tails and then they will be done. And then in here I also have fruit hat duckies. So I have 1, 2, 3. These 2 need their beaks and they need the tops. This is a strawberry hat and this is a blueberry hat, so it needs the tops, and then this one needs spots on it. This one is going to be a watermelon hat, but this one is already done, so technically this one shouldn't be in the whip basket anyways. And then I also have 1 singular mushroom hat for a mushroom boy. This is the last mushroom boy that I need to complete, so I have to do that. And then the last thing here is this little dragon. I'm pretty much done with it. I just need to sew everything together, and I just haven't been feeling like sewing lately. I never feel like sewing. Sewing is terrible. But yeah, those are all of my whips. So let me put my whips back here. So yeah, those are all my whips. I'm going to start by finishing the little ducks with frog hats, and then I think I want to move on to the fruit hat duckies, and then yeah, we'll just go from there. But after I finish all my whips, then I have to pack for my trip, and you guys are gonna come along with me. Okay guys, so I just finished the ducks with frog hats. So I have all 5 of them right here. All of the light green ones are finished. So now I can put these in my little place where I keep all my, I can put these with all the rest of my plushies and then start on my next whip. Now I can pick any one of my whips that I want to do. I have a lot of whips, as you guys saw. I'm thinking that I want to do the fruit hat duckies. So I have to make the strawberry top, I have to embroider all the strawberry seeds, and then I have to make the blueberry top, and then I will be done with all the fruit hat duckies. Right now I'm just going to put the watermelon hat on the watermelon duck here. This is what the finished duck looks like. It has a little watermelon hat. So now I'm going to finish these 2 ducks, and then I think I'm gonna work on the cats after I do that. I finished the 2 ducks. Here they are. I think they're so beautiful. We have a strawberry duck and a little blueberry duck. I think the blueberry one is my favorite. There's some fuzzes on them, but we're not gonna talk about that. So yeah, these are the 2 little ducks I finished, and now I realized that, so I'm getting back on my trip like 2 days before my market, and I will not have like any time to do any prep. So I think I'm gonna actually start my mock setup now and just leave it out for my entire trip while I'm gone, and just leave it there. And then when I come back, I can tag everything. So I think I'm gonna go get my table, because I think for this market I can only have 1 table because it's an 8x8 foot thing, and I don't have a 4-foot table. I only have an 8-foot. I have 2 6-foot tables. I don't have a 4-foot table. So I think I can only bring 1 table and my little stand. So we're gonna go get my table and see if I can start my mock setup. Got my table here, and let me grab the stand real quick. Okay, so this is my little stand that I use, and then I have my table here, and then so we are going to try to figure out how I can do this setup here. So this is my first idea for the base pieces. Usually I keep this and this on separate tables, but because I think I only have 1 table, I'm only able to do this, and I think it'll be good. We are going to now stack more crates on top of that crate. Okay, so this is what my setup is looking like. So I have my stand, and I put some of these 3-tiered racks on the stand here. I have 1 on top, 1 in the middle, and then the bottom's just going to be blank. And then I have my big shelf here Then I have this little section. This is for my keychains, and I have my scrunchies and my business cards. And then this is like my whole display portion thing. So yeah, now I'm going to try to put as many plushies as I can shoved onto here. This is what it looks like. We have this side, we have the bees, we have my fuzzy weighted animals, we have my mushrooms, my cats. These two are my clearance buckets. I have just random things that I did for my series, and they're like one-off items, and I don't really like a lot of them that much, so I put them in clearance. This bucket is all $10, and then this bucket is all $5, and then we have, these aren't gonna actually go here. I'm gonna find a place for them, but right now there's not that much space. And then we have my coasters, fruit hat duckies, all my fish, my snugglers. We have my dragon. I'm gonna put 2 more pigs there. And then this is my $5 section. It's very little right now, but I'm gonna fill it up. Then I have my goose, my dino, my chickens, and then all my keychains. I'm gonna make a couple more keychains. And then on here, this is actually backwards, and all my turtles, I actually just finished putting all the stuff on all my turtles, so those are gonna go right here and right here, but this is my giant mystery egg. So yeah, I've been working on my whips here. I'm just finishing up the turtles. Okay guys, so it's a lot later now. It is now about 8 o'clock, and I'm leaving at 3 a.m. tomorrow. I'm leaving at 3 a.m. tomorrow, so let's pack my bag here. So I have a list of all the stuff that I need to make. So I have to make a couple of things that I did not finish the cattails, but the rest of my whips I'm gonna finish once I get back. But while I'm there, I'm going to make stuff that I don't have yet and I still have to make. So those things are 2 pigs, and I will show you the pigs. So this is what the pigs look like. They're about this big. I'm thinking of pricing them at, I don't know. I'm thinking of pricing them at about $8. Just a couple things that you need to sew on. And it's pretty easy to make. So I'm gonna price it at $8, and I have to make 2 more of these guys. Then I have these little tiny frogs here, and I priced them at $5, and I have to make 4 more of these. Then I have to make 5 mini chickens. So they're just the chickens that I make, but they're the small size. I have them in keychain version, but I use it in Bernat and make and they come out about this big, and I priced them at $5. And then I want to make 1 more like set of keychains, so I want to make 4 ones of one of them. I either want to make for sunflowers or for mallard ducks, but the thing with the mallard ducks is I don't have any brown left. So it depends whether when I'm in Texas, which is where I'm going, when I'm there, I'm gonna go to Michael's while I'm there, and if they have brown, then I will be making those mallard ducks. If they do not have brown, I will be not making those mallard ducks. I might bring a backup project just to work on, like just like a bigger thing if I want, but I kind of have to figure out what that is. So let's get out all the yarn for all the stuff that I need to make. Okay, so now I have all the yarn behind me. So this is what I have. So for the pigs, I use Sweet Snuggles Light, and I have this pink color. Okay. For the frogs, I use also Sweet Snuggles Light, and I have this mint color. For the chickens, I used 3 different colors. So this is the black and white speckled that I use for half of the chickens, and then the other half I just use white, and then I have red for the comb, and then I also forgot this one. But I also need yellow for the beak. And then for the mallard duck, I have 3 different colors. So I have green for the top, I have white for the little line around. And then this is the brown that I have. It's not the same yarn as this though. It's a little bit thicker, and it's also like kind of velvety. You can't really see it in this light, but like it's kind of shimmery, and it just isn't that great to crochet with, which is why I want the other yarn, which I'm gonna see if they have it at the Michaels, but if they don't, I can survive with just this for the mallards. Okay, so that's all the yarn that I'm bringing, and then I'm going to I'm going to use my little chair here to hold up my bag. The bag is pretty full. It's kind of sad because I did have to bring 2 full skeins for the chickens, which is not great because they're just so small and I have no room left. So what I might do is I might not make the chickens, to be honest. I might just not make the chickens and make a different, because I also have the option to make little whales, but that would also require me bringing like 2 full skeins, so it doesn't really matter which one I make. So I might as well just keep. So this is my little crochet case that I use when I go on trips. So it's just a tiny pencil bag thing, and when you open it, it has a couple different pockets. It has 2 big pockets, one there, and then on the side here it has some pockets here, but I don't really use them because things fall out of that really easily. So I'm basically just going to use the big main pockets, and I have to bring 2 different sizes of crochet hooks. I have to bring a 5mm, and because this is my, so the normal 5mm hook I use is this really pretty one. It's flowers on it, but I don't trust myself going on trips with my special hooks, so I use a normal, just a little metal hook that I got from like Walmart, and I'm going to stick that in there. And then I also need a 6.5mm hook, again, a normal metal one. I also have a special one of these, but that's what I'm using. Then I need 1 needle, so I'm going to just take this little metal needle that I have here, stick that in there. Then stitch markers. I'm going to bring a couple stitch markers just in case. I'm going to use my not good stitch markers that I don't really like, and I'm just going to bring a good 4 stitch markers just in case, because we all know that stitch markers can be lost very easily. So I have 4 little stitch markers here. I'm going to get all the eyes for my plushies, so I'm going to make 2 pigs, and for the pigs I use 16mm eyes, so I'm going to get 2 sets of 16mm. Okay, then for the frogs I use 15mm, and I'm making 4 frogs, so that is 4 sets of eyes. No, we're just going to make 4 chickens to make it easier on myself, so we're going to get 8 more pairs of 15mm eyes. Well, 4 more pairs, 8 eyes. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring 2 more pairs of 16mm just in case I do end up making the big chickens. So yeah, so this is my bag and I have all my stuff. So I will see you once I get to Texas. I'm not gonna film any of this full-length video on the plane because I'm going to be doing a short form content on the plane of how much can I crochet on a plane ride, because I haven't posted in 20 days. So, yeah, I'm going to go to sleep. Well, I'm going to plug in my electronics and then I'm going to go to sleep. I'll get a good, like, 6 hours of sleep before I have to go. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, so I'm in Texas now and it is actually 2 days later, so yeah, but I'm going to show you guys what I made on the plane and what I made when I came here. So on the plane I didn't really crochet that much, but I ended up making this little pig here, and I made 1 little frog, and then I started another frog and it's almost done here. And then after that, when I got here, I made 1 pig. So now my pigs are done. So now I just have to make 2.5 more frogs. I have to make 4 chickens, and I just realized that I didn't bring the eyes that I needed for the mallard ducks, so I can't really crochet those. I mean, I could crochet like most of them and then finish them when I get home, but I don't really want to do that. So yeah, we're gonna crochet some frogs, I guess. Hey guys, so it's a couple days later now, and I'm back at my house. 2 days. Thursday, my market is on Saturday. I'm busy for a lot of tomorrow, so I basically just have to lock in today and do the rest of my market prepping that I have to do, all the non-crocheting stuff, all today. I still have to do some crocheting because there's still some whips that I have to finish, but so as you can see behind me, I still have like my setup here. And I finished a bunch of the things that I needed to on my trip. I finished all the frogs, I finished all the pigs, and I finished 3 out of the 4 chickens, but I don't know if I'm gonna finish the 4th chicken because, yeah. So I have a couple more whips. I finished the cats like just now, so the cats are done and I don't have to do that. So my whips left are the 1 purple mushroom that I have to finish. Going to finish the dragon that I'm working on. I'm going to finish the rainbow dash unicorn thing that I'm working on, and then I also want to make more keychains because that's the one thing that I didn't get to do on my trip. I did not get the last set of keychains done, and I either have to make sunflowers or mallard ducks, and I think I'm gonna end up making the mallard ducks, but I'm not sure, so we're gonna do one of those. And yeah, then that is pretty much all the rest of the things that I need to crochet. And then after that, I have to go around, tag all of my plushies, except for I don't tag the $5 items, and I don't tag the keychains, and I don't tag my scrunchies, but so I just put like a sign on the table. And yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then I have to go onto my computer and I create a spreadsheet of all the stuff, all the prices for it, and literally just everything, all the numbers and stuff. So I have to do that, and then after that I have to pack everything up, and then I have to pack my market bag, but I can do that tomorrow. So yeah, those are the main things I want to tag, get my spreadsheet done, and finish all the crocheting today. Right now it is 10:40, so I have a good amount of time left in the day that I can work on all my stuff. So we are going to start with the crocheting piece of this, and I think I'm going to start with the easiest thing. Actually, that's a bad idea. I'm not going to start with the easiest thing. We're gonna start with the thing that I don't want to do. The thing that I don't want to do, which is sew this dragon together. So basically, I just have to sew the head on it, and then I have to sew both of the wings on it. Yeah, I have to do that. It'll take me like 10 minutes. I just have been putting it off because I don't want to do that much sewing, but it's not that much sewing. It's really not. So we are going to do that, and then I think I'm going to work on the rainbow dash, and for that I just have to make all the hair, and all the other pieces are done except for the hair, so I just have to make the hair and then sew everything together, which I'm not excited for the sewing part. And then I will work on the mallards, and then the last thing I do will be that little mushroom or something. So yeah, we are going to work on this little dragon here. Took me like 5-8 minutes to finish this, but here it is. I've literally had this whip for so long. Like this and the rainbow dash, months have been in my whip basket, and I just didn't want to finish them for absolutely no reason at all. But here is this little guy. I'm so proud of it. I think the eyes are throwing me off. I feel like the head is a little bit big, and it's like really, it's kind of throwing me off. But I think it's really, really cute, and I'm so excited. So now I can put this into my little thing. And here, when I show you my setup here, I actually, so this market for some reason only has an 8x8 space, so I can't bring both of my tables because it's not gonna fit. But what I'm doing is I'm bringing one table, and then I'm using my little rack here, and I'm just gonna put it to the side, and then I also have my little stand thing over here. But I think I'm going to put this little guy, so I have the big dragon, and I made the big dragon over there, my big laying down dragon. I made it in the same colors as this little dragon, so it's like it's a little baby here, okay? So, but we are going to put this, like, right here. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna work on the rainbow dash. So I decided not to make the rainbow dash because I don't know why, but like it's just not looking that great to me, and I just don't really feel like finishing it. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to do my little mushroom guy, my purple mushroom. It's the last mushroom that I have, and then I can pretty much make whatever I want. I do have to make keychains, but I do not really want to make more keychains because I made like so many keychains. Yeah, so I think I'm not actually gonna make the more keychains, and I'm just going to finish this one mushroom, and then I first have to put all the keychains on the keychains, because right now they're just tiny little plushies, but I need to put the actual keychains on them. But after I do that, then I will tag everything and do all of that stuff. Okay guys, so it's pretty much the end of the day now, and I finished everything that I needed to get done, except for like one thing, which I forgot I had to do, but I also don't have to do it if I don't want to. So what I did is I tagged everything, I put it all into my spreadsheet, and I have all the data, except there's one more thing that I could add, is the material costs for everything. That would take me like another hour to do, and right now it's 7:15, and I do not really want to spend another hour weighing everything, because for the material costs I weigh everything and then write it all down, and then I put it in there after. So I don't really know if I want to do that, because that's gonna take literally forever. I have about 1/4 of the items already weighed out, so I don't have to do that, but like the rest of the items will have to get weighed, so that will definitely take me a really long time, but I don't really want to do that. But I will tell you all the things, all this data that I have right now, and if I decide to do the material costs tomorrow, I will, but I'm not gonna do it today because I wanna go to sleep. So I will read you all of my data. So this is probably going to be the most annoying portion of this video. I'm just going to be reading off data. If you want to hear it, then stay. If you don't, then you can leave. So first, I have one jumbo dragon, and I'm selling it for $55. I have one bunny in overalls, which I'm selling for $29. I have my normal size dragon, which I'm selling for $25. I have one carrot, which is going to be for $5. One octopus, that's going to be for $5. One elephant, that's going to be for $5. One seal, that's going to be for $5. One ice cream, that's going to be for $5. One umbrella octopus, that's going to be for $5. One queen bee, that's going to be for $10. One dino, that's going to be for $10. One bear, that's going to be for $10. One bee, that's going to be for $10. One jellyfish, that's going to be for $10. One koala, that's going to be for $10. And then I have 3 pigs that are going to be for $8 each. I have 2 sets of plant coasters, which are going to be for $15 each. I have 6 mushroom boys, which are $8 each. I have 1 cat, which is $17. I have 4 kittens, which are $15 each. I have 3 mini kittens, which are $12 each. I have 3 fruit hat duckies, which are $18 each. I have 5 fish bowls, which are $10 each. I have 1 cat snuggler, which is $30. I have 1 dog snuggler, which is $30. I have 3 mini chickens, which are $5 each. I have 5 chicks with frog hats, which are $5 each. I have 5 mini frogs, which are $5 each. I have 1 dino, 1 bigger dino, which is $18. I have 1 goose, which is $25. I have 4 chickens, which are $15 each. I have 5 bee keychains, which are $5 each. I have 4 duck keychains, which are $5 each. I have 4 mushroom keychains, which are $5 each. I have 4 chicken keychains, which are $5 each. I have one narwhal keychain, which is $5, and then I have 5 sitting bees, which are $8. I have 3 fuzzy bees, fuzzy weighted bees, that are $8 each. I have 1 fuzzy weighted cat, which is $8, 1 fuzzy weighted mushroom, which is $8, 4 normal turtles, which are $18 each, 1 bigger turtle, which is $20, 1 tiny turtle, which is $10, and 1 jumbo turtle, which is $45. And that's all my items. So now the total, I have 98 items in total, which kind of bothers me because I really wanted to get to 100 items, but I know that I was running really behind our market prepping this time. So I only got 98, which is literally 2 away from 100, which makes me want to make 2 more plushies, but I don't really have that much time because I'm busy pretty much all of tomorrow. And then my total price for all of it is $1,063, which is good. At least I made over $1,000 worth of plushies, which is normally my goal for every mark that I do. I want to do at least $1,000 worth of stuff, which I did. So yeah, that is all of the stats for my thing, and this is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the market vlog next week.